Хочешь построить бизнес? Сделай первый шаг. Пройди секретный курс. Заходи на простор.bz.
Let me get this out the way. Food ready. All right. So real quick, man. I ain't gonna spend a lot of time on here. Not gonna spend a lot of time here. I gotta go eat. I gotta do some other stuff. So, does what they eat make you shit? It doesn't. What's this inspired by? This is actually inspired by just kind of looking at Periscope. Hold on real quick, y'all. So, does what they eat make you shit? I see a lot of people that I feel are too easily offended by what somebody on the other side of a phone says. And a lot of times it's happening in person, things like that. And man, I just want y'all, what's up, Ariana? What's going on? What's going on? Thanks for stopping by. It shouldn't be affecting people like I said. People getting emotional. People be making umpteen number of broadcasts about another person based off purely what they done said about them. They say something as petty as, "Ooh, you ugly," and they fired up. "I know you didn't call me ugly. I know you didn't blah blah blah. This, that, and the third." And they super fired up. They going hella in, spending their most valuable commodity, their time, on somebody else that they don't even know. They allow what some words on the screen, or even what somebody says in person, to affect them. First thing is, somebody call you ugly. There's 6 billion people in the world. Not everybody's gonna think everybody is the most attractive person. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of people who be like, "Man, Kim Kardashian ugly." Like, for real, bro? I can't believe it, but some people might actually feel like that. Thing is, man, I just feel definitely on Periscope, man, because I really like Periscope and want to do my best to make sure it's like a dope place and dope platform for people to come on and just meet other people and express themselves. And motherfuckers do be bored. To actually, enjoy themselves, spend time with like-minded individuals. That's what I do it for, and to have a little fun. But too many times, I see a lot of people be fired up over what somebody says. Somebody comes in here and is like, "Man, you ugly, you stupid, shut up." Man, I don't see those truths to be self-evident. They're not even truths. So I just don't want people to be all wrapped up in what somebody else has said, especially on the internet. Like, we hear about this these days, where you got like kids that be murking themselves, be murking others. They be going in on what somebody says over the internet. Like, sticks and stones, it sounds childish. You know what I'm saying? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words never hurt me. I could care less about what somebody says. Because, like I said, like the saying says in the title, what they eat don't make me shit. And that's so true. It's like, it sounds funny, but when you think about it, like, damn, that's a true ass statement. Like, that what they, really, what they do with their life don't make me shit at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So what they say definitely has no influence on what I say. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's something negative and something like that, it's definitely not worth, absorbing that energy. If we're gonna go on the metaphysical tip, like my homegirl Keith Spiraling Out always talks about, I'm not trying to absorb that energy and take the energy, or even ride on that wavelength. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even trying to intake that energy. You know what I'm saying? I got my force field up. You know what I mean? Because I'm in my zone right here. You know what I'm saying? I know what my zone is, and that comes from certainty of self. I think when you're certain of yourself, you can block that. You know what I'm saying? You can block that energy. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be unfazed. That's why when you have a lot of self-confidence, true self-confidence, that's when somebody be like, "You ugly," you be like, "I know that's not true." You automatically just don't even take that into consideration. But if you feel some type of way about your own self, somebody call you ugly, you feel the need to defend that. Like, "No, I ain't ugly. You ugly." You know what I'm saying? How you gonna say I'm ugly? I got my stuff done. I got my cut, blah blah blah. And then you start naming off all the stuff you've done to compensate, to make sure that you feel like you're not ugly. You know what I'm saying? But if you really just don't know, you really know you're not ugly, you're gonna be like, "Oh, all right, bro," and that's gonna be the end of it. Even somebody going in, "Oh man, you ugly." Okay, bro, that's cool, bro. Man, bro, you probably say something like I would, like, I really don't care if guys find me attractive. Or, girl, like, "How you ugly?" "No, I guess obviously you ain't my type then," you know what I'm saying? Cool, and keep it pushing, you know what I'm saying? I got shit to do. And usually, where you got some shit to do, or you got some focus, or you know there's something better you could be doing, you rather just be like, all right, man. Well, it was nice talking to you, but I gotta go back to the trap. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go do this, or I could do. There's better things I could be doing, like fucking cut my toenails. You know what I'm saying? Like then spending my energy with somebody like you. Obviously, you're not a positive energy. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like I was talking, had a discussion earlier about Think and Grow Rich. You know what I mean? Like the whole premise of the book is just to think, and therefore you become. You know what I mean? So if you like, man, I'm trying to become rich. Well, sitting here arguing with you whether I look good or not is not going to help me get rich. So I'm just going to disregard that. Or you don't even seem like a person who's rich. I'm just going to disregard you anyway because I got to go do some rich shit because I'm on my rich shit. You know what I mean? And me, I'm going to be on my dapper shit like, man, no, I know I'm dapper. Man, that's just not real. You know what I'm saying? That shit is not going to be, it's going to bounce right off. Like Cat Williams was talking about the fat blocker. That's the same way your mentality should be. You know what I'm saying? You should be working to have it. So that way when somebody says something, you realize like, man, that's not even, what you got over there ain't even for me. What I got for me is right here with me. You know what I mean? So, man, this is not really going to be a super long scope. I just see a lot of times that people are just so easily fazed by what somebody else says in the comments or especially on Periscope, man. I don't know. I fuck with, if you've been any on my broadcast, you know I fuck with Periscope super heavy. Like I study this shit. I like to contact with a whole bunch of people. You know what I mean? And so I hate it when I just see on here when I'm looking, I'm just like, damn, all your broadcasts is about somebody calling you ugly. You firing up somebody. Now I ain't gonna lie, like my homie Mr. ZT, y'all can follow him. He does commentary, so intentionally he just goes, you know what I'm saying, his stuff is just firing people up, you know, talking about gossip and stuff like that. So that's what he goes there for. That's why I go there, because it's intentionalism. You know what I'm saying? He doing that intentionally, like, hey, I'm doing commentary. This is why I'm doing this. This is what I do for fun, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? But some people, that really be they be really, that's their life. You know what I'm saying? You be checking them out, and I'll be like, damn, you got 22 different motherfuckers. You got 22 broadcasts in one day. And they all about one person. What's going on, Diamond Princess? They're coming in. Keep it pushing their own words. That's what I always thought. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It sounds childish. It sounds hella old school, but that true. You know, one thing that we don't really realize, and I realized a long time ago, and I've heard it said many times, some of the most important lessons in your life you learn in elementary. You know what I mean? Because that's what they're supposed to be doing. Like in elementary, it's about giving you the fundamentals and the building blocks. You know what I mean? So saying stuff like sticks and stones, remember, bones and words never hurt me. That's like a true statement. You know what I mean? Like a lot of stuff you learn, you know, like sharing, staying within a line, shit like this is the fundamental, foundational stuff for you to build you as a person first, like in elementary. Then you start getting educated more and more as you get up into higher grades about like just logical stuff, right? And stuff like that, like their only words, sticks and stones, stuff like that. If you just took the fundamental stuff you learned in elementary, like a lot of people would be a lot better off and probably wouldn't be sweating little shit like that, sweating what somebody says, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, a lot of times what happens, somebody be roasting your ass, and you be tripping on that, hanging on it for a day or two, and things like that, and they don't be thinking about you. A lot of times they be cracking jokes and they be out, because I know I be cracking jokes, and I remember like when I was in school, somebody still be mad about that a day or two later. I'll be like, I damn near forgot about what I said. What I say? Oh, you still on that? You ever had that? Somebody be like that, and then be looking on their broadcast like, damn, you still on that? You feeling some kind of way? You salty? Damn. Same shit. That's why they laughing at you. They're like, damn, you really in your feelings about that. And you really is ugly. Like, it must be some kind of real if you really hanging on to that shit like that. So, man, all in all, man, like I said, I didn't really want this to be a short one. Usually the longer ones is when I'm just politicking and vibing with everybody. You know what I'm saying? They stops through and fucks with me. But this one is something that, you know, usually every morning I get one thing and I feel like, damn, you know what? Let me share this with the young world. You know what I'm saying? Y'all come through fucking with me. And it's that one thing, man. What people eat don't make you shit. So don't allow that shit to motherfucking manifest inside you, dwell upon you, man. Be like a duck with water. That shit should roll right the fuck off your back. You know what I mean? And trust me, you'll be a lot happier because of that, man. So, man, thanks y'all for stopping by. All the replay viewers, thank you for stopping by. All the hearts are just important in the replay as they are in the motherfucking broadcast. So appreciate you stopping by, and may we all be dapper.